Development in an issue that's been plaguing the world of sports. Federal prosecutors have charged roughly 24 people, including many college basketball players, in an illegal gambling probe. The FBI says a point-shaving scheme began in the Chinese Basketball Association in 2022 and then moved on to the NCAA basketball, where at least 29 games are said to have been fixed. Players were allegedly offered as much as $30,000 to rig the games. Here's what prosecutors said in a press conference earlier today.
Here was the defendants would identify a game in which a corrupted player had a team that was favored to lose, and then they would bribe said player to deliberately underperform so that his team would lose by more than they were favored to. They would bet for them to not cover the point spread.
So I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in when it comes to this college basketball gambling scheme. And this is a little bit different than some of the schemes in the past, because we're dealing with so much NIL, we're dealing with so much name, image, and likeness, and a lot of these big collectives are pouring so much money into the game of college sports that federal prosecutors have charged 26 people, including many college basketball players, in an alleged gambling probe. Okay, this is I mean, it's kind of hitting home a little bit for me. We get these notifications and we see these commercials so much with the DraftKings and all of these different gambling type of companies that are emerging. And I've been saying it for the longest, like we're really going to have a problem in the future because kids right now thinking that it's all cool to be able to bet on games, to gamble, to just jeopardize so many different things that was never in play maybe 10 years ago, but it's in play now. So we're going to have a big problem moving forward because everything is really from the top down. We take our cues from the NBA. The NBA or college takes their cues from the NBA. High school takes a lot of cues from college sports. And then the same thing happens with youth sports, grassroots sports, where they take a lot of cues from high school or what is seen to be high school sports, but it's just so much stuff is kind of muddy in the waters. But we're really gonna have problems moving forward if things don't change. And so with this gambling probe, what I'm starting to see and what I'm thinking that this is gonna mess up a lot of opportunities for kids, especially the kids in maybe low performing areas of poverty, single parent homes, because I've said this once before, basketball is turning into really like a country club sport with the amount of fees and different elements that are taking over the game. Well, if it's coming to admission fees, team fees, shoes, trainers, every time you look up, it's some type of tournament that's going on. There's like a must-have tournament, camps, all these different things. You have to stash away almost, maybe like $5,000 in the summertime just to be able to have your kids play on some of these traveling teams and some of these youth sports leagues, to where it never was a big thing when we were coming up. But now what I'm starting to see is like a trend of the more you are able to spend on certain things is giving you access. So what happens to the kid that has a single parent household, or is coming from a single parent household and doesn't have the funds to be able to play and compete in all of these different things? These are now, and I'm not saying that as a blanket statement, but what may start to happen is those kids may get access into maybe college sports, but then the whole notion of maybe or maybe not, will those kids take bribes? Will these kids take under the table payments because my family is struggling? Mom doesn't have a job. Dad doesn't have a job. So, and I may not make it to the next level. I may not be getting a whole lot of money in NIL. Now, are those kids tempted to take a bag or take money based on some type of betting scheme? I don't know, but I can see something like that becoming a problem, to where you look at programs like Duke, and I like to say Duke a lot, because Duke gets a lot of professional athletes' kids. So it becomes like a private institution where only the best and the elite are able to go play for these schools. And so what happens? These schools only want the best and the elite that's coming from a professional family's background, because they don't have to deal with whether or not this kid is gonna take peanuts or crumbs just to be able to participate. So it's something that we're looking at. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section to try to push this narrative forward to see what would need to be done in the state of college sports, in the state of high school sports, in the state of youth sports. What can be done to kind of stop us from these pitfalls that are bound to happen? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for checking out this video.